Welcome to Discover Daily by Perplexity, an AI-generated show on tech, science, and culture. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sienna. Today we're exploring a fascinating theory about ancient civilizations that challenges everything we think we know about Earth's history. But first, let's look at what's happening in tech and automation, where AI is creating some interesting ripple effects.
A development in AI gaming has just emerged from Israel. Decart, a tech startup, has unveiled Oasis, a revolutionary game that generates its entire virtual world in real time using AI rather than traditional game engines. The game currently runs at 20 frames per second at 360p resolution, utilizing a sophisticated transformer-based architecture with a variational autoencoder and specialized attention mechanisms. What makes Oasis unique is its ability to process player inputs and generate corresponding gameplay frame by frame, with each frame taking about 0.04 seconds to render. While the game shows promise, it does have some interesting quirks. The AI can forget level layouts and environmental features, causing elements to change or disappear unexpectedly. Decart has secured $21 million in funding from Sequoia and Orenzeev to advance this technology. They're collaborating with hardware startup Etched, which is developing a specialized chip called Sohu to boost performance. The teams are working toward ambitious goals, including 4K resolution gameplay, improved stability, and support for multiple concurrent players. Currently, the game runs on high-end NVIDIA H100 GPUs, highlighting both its potential and the computational demands of real-time AI game generation. The job market is experiencing a significant issue with ghost jobs, positions advertised without real intent to hire. Recent surveys show that 40% of companies posted fake job listings in 2024, and 30% are currently advertising roles that aren't real. In the tech sector specifically, 81% of recruiters admit to posting jobs for positions that are either filled or don't exist. Companies create these listings for various reasons, reportedly including testing market response for hard-to-fill positions, maintaining presence on job boards even when not hiring, and assessing job description effectiveness. In the consulting industry specifically, ghost job listings have indeed reached 31% in the second quarter of 2024, up from 26% 2 years ago. This is particularly significant as consulting is considered a bellwether for the white-collar economy. Regarding legislation, Ontario is implementing new rules requiring companies to disclose whether advertised positions are genuine vacancies or speculative postings. New Jersey is also considering legislation that would require employers to indicate whether postings are for existing vacancies, provide hiring timelines, and remove filled position listings. The impact on hiring is substantial. While there were 8 hires for every 10 job postings in 2021, this has dropped to only 4 hires per 10 postings by 2024.
Now for our deep dive, the Silurian Hypothesis. Imagine this. What if humans weren't the first technological civilization on Earth? This question was posed by astrophysicists in 2018, and it's not just science fiction. The hypothesis examines whether we could detect evidence of an advanced industrial civilization that might have existed millions of years ago. Here's what makes this idea so compelling. Our planet's geological processes tend to erase most physical traces over time. Plate tectonics, erosion, and weathering would likely eliminate any obvious artifacts or structures. So instead of looking for ancient ruins, scientists are focusing on chemical and isotopic signatures that might persist in the geological record. These include sudden changes in carbon isotope ratios that could indicate large-scale fossil fuel use, unusual concentrations of rare earth elements that might suggest mining and industrial activity, and traces of synthetic molecules that could survive millions of years.
That's fascinating. But wouldn't we have found something by now if another civilization had existed?
Not necessarily. The more advanced and sustainable a civilization becomes, the fewer traces it might leave behind. This creates an interesting paradox. The civilizations easiest to detect would be the ones that cause the most environmental damage. This has led scientists to look beyond Earth. The Moon, with no atmosphere or tectonic activity, could preserve artifacts for billions of years. Mars, too, might hold clues that have long since vanished from Earth's surface. The hypothesis has particularly interesting implications for evolution. It suggests that intelligence and technological capability might have evolved independently multiple times on Earth. Some scientists have even proposed cephalopods as potential candidates for early civilization development, given their remarkable intelligence and unique neural adaptations. The research has also revealed limitations in our ability to detect brief periods of industrial activity over vast geological timescales. A civilization that lasted just a few thousand years might leave almost no trace after millions of years, especially if they developed sustainable technologies. This isn't just about finding ancient civilizations, it's helping us understand how our own industrial activities will be preserved in the geological record. Scientists are developing more sensitive detection methods for chemical and isotopic anomalies, which could also help us identify potential technosignatures on other planets.
That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. For more info on anything we covered today, check out the links in our episode description. And don't forget, you can now access Perplexity's AI-powered knowledge base on the go with the mobile app, available for both Android and iOS. We also just released the Perplexity desktop app for Mac OS. In other Perplexity news, the company recently announced its Select Channel Partner program for Enterprise Pro users, partnering with major firms including FactSet, Crunchbase, Cruise, Stripe, Opal, and Intelios. Since launching Enterprise Pro in April, over 1,500 organizations have adopted Perplexity's services, ranging from schools and nonprofits to investment firms and professional sports teams. The platform will soon integrate proprietary data from FactSet and Crunchbase directly into search results for Enterprise Pro subscribers. The service is also now available through the AWS Marketplace as part of their partner network. We'll be back with more stories that matter. Until then, stay curious.